Welcome back. You'll find them in lots of homes across Central Texas, but we could all use tips on caring for them well. Zander Caruso is here with information on succulents today from Barton Springs Nursery. Zander, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, succulents, you called them the other house plant.
Yes.
There are lots of things out there, pothos, snake plants,
Yes,
you name them.
Yeah.
But succulents take up a lot of space in Central Texas.
Yes, they do. So, we have tons of native cacti, and there's a lot of native succulent plants. It's an evolutionary strategy to live and exist in very dry climates with very, very little rainfall. And so they work out super well here. About 30% of the succulents that you find, I think it's actually 30% of all succulents in the world are from Southern Africa.
Okay.
And so a lot of these things, some of them are native, some of them are from Southern Africa. All around the world, succulents exist in these dry, arid climates, and that's why I call them the other houseplant, because you can kind of treat them like a houseplant, but they are not mostly native to the tropics, and they're not equatorial all the time.
Well, and I was surprised to hear as to where they should be growing, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I do want to ask why you're so invested in succulents, why you wanted to talk about them today.
Well, I don't think I've talked about them on this show, and summertime is really a good time to sort of get into succulents and cacti, and you see I've got this very large array.
It's a good indicator of how many options are out there. Succulents can take on so many forms. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. We have some that are hardy, so you can plant these in the ground. They'll come back every year. A lot of what I have on the table isn't so cold hardy, so these are things you would plant in a pot, like this beautiful display that we have right here. Which we can absolutely help you do. Pick out a pot, pick out the plants, pick out top dressing for it, everything like that, at the nursery, and plant it up for you.
I do want to ask, are succulents cacti? Are all succulents cacti and some succulents not?
It kind of works like that. There's multiple different families of just plants that hold on to water. I tend to refer to anything, sort of like Tradescantia, which I know it's the botanical name for it, but it's a kind of leafier plant, but it still has succulent-like leaves. Like, they're very full of water, so anything that retains a lot of water. I kind of throw in the succulent realm. I think something like this is more traditional of what we think is a succulent, or maybe these two guys up here at the front.
Yep.
But anything that really does not want to be overwatered.
Okay, and overwatering is a big portion of how keeping them alive can be done best. Okay, first of all, though, I want to talk about where they grow best.
Yeah.
Because I kind of thought they liked the inside. I thought they liked hanging out with us, but you say outside is actually better.
Yeah, I say a lot of these succulents, they can't handle our full sun all day. There's a lot of cacti that can. A lot of these kind of more tender-looking succulents cannot. So you can put them in a morning sun area outside. It's very similar to how houseplants are. They really do love heat and humidity. They just don't want the bright, direct sun landing on them. So I often will say you could put, more tender succulent displays in like a very dappled light situation or in a morning light situation. And, you can grow them inside your house on a windowsill. That's where I put all of mine in my home, is just on the windowsill. They require a lot less water than traditional houseplants that are the more tropical ones.
And that's the rub, I think, is like, you say overwatering is like the number one way to kill these things off.
Yes.
So how do we know what is an appropriate amount of water, and how do we do that best?
I would say do them the same way. I think I talked about it last time when I talked about houseplants, is you want to soak the pot all the way through and fully resaturate that soil. But with succulents, you can leave them, depending on your lighting situation, the heat in your home, you can leave them for over a month, sometimes 2.
I have done that before. I thought I had a fake succulent.
Yeah.
And so I didn't give it anything.
Yes.
And it did just fine until I figured out it was real, and then I overwatered it.
So
and killed
always weigh on the side of, if it's dry, you're going to be much better off. If it feels kind of medium weight, definitely don't water it. I always say the best way to check, especially with something like a succulent, is just feel the weight of the pot. If it's super light, might be time for a watering.
Okay.
But if it's heavy, just back off.
Just leave it. You can leave it for up to 2 months. Okay. And you say soil. Using a specific soil is also a really good thing.
At the nursery, we sell a cactus and succulent mix. You can make your own mixes by adding things like perlite or expanded shale into the soil so that it drains out and doesn't retain too much water. These plants evolved to as soon as rain hits, their root systems are very close to the surface and they act like a sponge. They suck up as much water as possible so they can rot out very, very easily. So you want to ensure that you have a well-draining mix that doesn't retain too much water.
Okay.
Because if they sit too long, they'll start rotting out.
Got it. Okay. Leave them to dry out. We'll leave it there, Zander. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, guys, visit the Plant Pros in person on Bee Caves Road or check them out online, bartonspringsnursery.com.